how are you? And welcome to the first edition of MCM 24/7, okay? Kind of like a different spin on CNN 360 with Anderson Cooper. I haven't talked to you in a while about what's been going on in the news, in the world, okay? It's been a wild ride. I'm thinking you know this already, okay? First we have to start with Elliot Spitzer. Elliot! Mother of God! I mean, with all that money, I don't get it, you know? It's like this dude spent $80,000 on prostitutes, okay? Now, I don't get it, because you know what? Look, I'm all for, girl power and feminism, and yeah, I really am, okay? I'm even a Hillary supporter. Okay, shoot me now, but I am. But here's the thing. With all this going on, $80,000 this man spends on prostitutes, on hookers, on whores, on tu butana lorda, okay? I'm sure in Manhattan, anywhere, he could have found a woman that he could have bought a nice dinner, bought a beautiful present, given her a couple of bucks here and there, without having to go through this with wire transfers, okay? Doesn't he understand the banking commission? I mean, God, I used to be a banker. When you wire that kind of money and you're dealing in cash, they have a suspicious activity report. Yeah, they do. It's not just for terrorists. It's for us. They want to know what we're doing that's suspicious, okay? Yeah. They also have a thing, a CTR report, currency transaction report. And they follow the trends of money and where it's going, okay? Now, I'm thinking this dude would have known this, okay? Elliot Spitzer, all right? So now, they reported last night, the woman in this story, that the prostitute, the hooker, the whore, Bhutan, okay? Dupree, Miss Dupree, her stage name, for lack of a better word, is Kristen, all right? But she was actually born Ashley Yeomans, and also known as Ashley Alexandria Dupree, with a hyphen over the R, okay? Just to be funky, okay? A happening place in a funky base, all right? So she's upset, okay? She is just afraid. She feels like a monster. But here's the part that I found very interesting. By telephone, they spoke with her the other night, Tuesday night, and she said she doesn't know how she's going to pay for her rent, since the man that she was living with walked out on her after she discovered he had fathered 2 children. All right. Do you hear the hypocrisy in that statement, okay? The guy that she was living with walked out on her because she found out that he fathered 2 children. So she's probably saying, you snaky, cheating, rat bastard, you. All right? But yet, now I'm baffled over the rent situation, because I'm thinking this chick was getting $4,000 a pop, pardon the pun, a pop, okay? You mean to tell me she didn't save anything? And apparently she's an R&B wannabe. R&B wannabe, okay? She's a singer, got a MySpace page, music page, boom shakalaka, doing a whole job, all right? So now they have cameras outside of her flat, she's in the Flatiron District, in case you haven't figured that out of her apartment waiting for her to come out, okay? So I'm appalled. I'm appalled at everything, and I'm sick of, Fox News last night actually had a poll. And they said, we want you all to text in and go onto our website and tell us, do you think that Mrs. Spitzer should stay with her husband? Who gives a shit? Why are we wasting all this time? I don't get it. We're asking the public to give their... Do you know how dangerous that is when you ask the public to give their opinion? Why would you want the public's opinion? Bad enough all this nonsense is going on, but now you're going to solicit it, okay? Look, I do find it really intriguing that any scandal that occurred whereby a man did something inappropriate, let's say, their wife, in the political arena, their wife always stood by them. McGreevy, the wife was standing there like, now come on. You had to know that she had to know. At some point, he was liking a little pee-pee here and there, okay? Something. Okay, but she stood up there. I think, you know what I think it simply is? I don't think, they have psychiatrists, they have body language a specialist trying to ascertain, oh, she moved her eye, she moved her nose, her ass twinkled. Well, what does that mean? Oh, that means this. Oh, she was battered, she was abused. Oh, please, okay? You know what it simply means? It's still apparent that everybody tries to do the right thing. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to do the right thing so that bad enough people are going to talk about them, but at least if they see the woman by the side, they're thinking, well, okay, whatever. And you know what? It's none of our damn business. It really isn't, okay? I feel bad for this woman. I'm sorry. I'm sure she was hurt. I'm sure she was devastated. Man, I would be. But it's none of our business, okay? So let me get off of that because I'm so sick of the Spitzer deal. I really am, all right? Now, the big hoopla is that one of the kids got knocked off of American Idol last night, okay? And he was the kid who actually was stripping in a male go-go bar. So now he's pretty upset because he feels that the reason why they did that was because they didn't want him being the American Idol. Again, who gives a shit? All right? Okay. The other thing I found interesting was Geraldine Ferraro. Now I remember that whole little deal with her being, the nominee for VP, and that was great, okay? And now we do have some historical things going on here in this country, especially in the Democratic Party. We have a woman running for president, and we have a black man running for president, and I think that's fabulous, okay? Yes, I happen to be a Hillary supporter wholeheartedly. However, if for some reason Hillary doesn't make the ticket and it's Barack, I'm voting Barack, okay? Because we really need a change in this country, all right? Now, what was interesting is that Geraldine made a remark. The only thing I'm going to say is that I'm tired of everybody getting whatever information they get and then they throw it to the people who like to spin, okay? With the dancing bears and the plates and all this shit, right? To be quite honest with you, Geraldine Ferraro has had a stellar reputation for civil rights in this country. And it's really sad that she had to resign a campaign so that they can kind of separate from whatever came out of her mouth. Which, in fact, I'm not even going to repeat because she did not mean it the way it might have sounded. And everybody jumped on that bandwagon, okay? And you know what? Oprah, I'm surprised Oprah hasn't said anything. I'm sure she has. But you know what? I'm not going to say anything about Oprah either because I think if I do, my lights will go out. That's what I'm feeling because I'm thinking Oprah is like kind of godlike. All right? Really is. So we got a lot of things going on. We got a vote happening. Everybody's all involved. I've never seen so many people talk about politics before. It's very cool. The Spitzer thing is really sad, especially for his wife and kids. And the Idol thing, mother of God, please, okay? Just so long as we don't see Britney anymore in White Castle, down in 48 murder burgers. So this has been a quick update today on the news du jour. With Mariam Maizano, and please come back tomorrow and we'll chat about the other events that I'm sure will be happening, and they'll do a news flash about it too, like the woman that got stuck on the toilet bowl for 2 years. Okay, and it wasn't a southern state. I'm sorry, a southern state. She would not leave the bathroom and her skin wrapped around the toilet bowl. Her boyfriend was concerned. But it took him 2 years to be concerned, okay? 2 years. Did you ever? So these are actually the bizarre things. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to give you a picture of the day and ask you to send in your captions, what you think that picture of the day is. So, have a great day, and till then, talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.